This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time.
What's going on, YouTubeites? This is Nobop2000 welcoming you to the Stanley Parable. I guess I'm revisiting this because, well, one, I got it in Indie Box and it's been a while since I played it. Two, I'm gonna be honest, I had nothing else to, no other idea what to record.
But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Alright, so I guess we're starting this.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Wait.
Stanley
Oh, that's how I
decided
crouch.
to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Whee!
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Huh. There used to be an ending for getting out that window, but I don't think it's obtainable anymore. You can't jump, so I'm pretty sure there's no way to actually get that ending. So yeah. I don't know why that happened. Why they would basically make an ending undoable. Alright, well, I guess I'll just go. Ooh.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Alright.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I'm gonna go to the right because fuck you.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Alright, let's see.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring.
I don't
but
care.
Eager to get back to
I'm
business,
No!
Stanley took the
My
first
way!
door on his left.
My way! Just start shouting it.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
My way!
Whoops! Oh fuck!
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Oh god damn it. Alright, well, guess we're back here.
Even now, Stanley's office was a distant memory. What did it look like? There was a computer, perhaps, and a painting. Was it a painting or a photo? He could no longer recall.
What? Can't go back in my office. Guess I'll just keep going. Let's see here.
When Stanley came to a set of
I'll
2
go to the
open
left
doors,
this
he entered
time.
the door on his left.
Let's see here.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Let's see. Not much here. Ooh, broom closet. Yeah!
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Alright.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Guess I'll just keep going up to the boss. Let's see what he's got to say. Executive bathroom. I want to go in there. Asshole. Alright.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Alright, well I guess I gotta go down the elevator. Oh, would you look at that? It's a cage. A Nicolas Cage. Things are getting a bit cagey.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Alright, well, I guess.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control
escape!
Facility.
Nope, not doing that.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Wait, what? Oh, that didn't sound good. Guys?
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Alright, let's see what my death is. Neat. Whee! Well, that happened. It's, whoa. I didn't die. I'm not a dead. Oh shit, this isn't looking good.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life.
Oh God.
Stanley.
Oh God. Nope, nope, please. What?
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
What? The narrator has a narrator. The fuck happened here?
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
So this is the narrator to the narrator's
When every
story.
path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Jeez. Whoa, this is actually kind of trippy. Ooh, the computer. I want to play Minesweeper. Feck. It's kind of interesting.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Alright, well...
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
Now my controller's vibrating.
You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now, and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time choose.
Jesus. Alright. So that ending happened. I just fucking got squishied. Game? Hello? Oh. It's just permanently in the dark. I guess I have to do this. Fuck it, let's go.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
I want to
Stanley
try one more
decided to go to the
ending
meeting
before I
room.
end this
Perhaps he had
episode.
simply
Possibly,
missed
if
the
I
memo.
can get this ending right, I'm going to end the series.
I hope I didn't scare you with my face-to-face non-face nemo. Blow some hair on your face and come and try me again.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please.
Don't tempt me
stop
with your
trying to make every
lies,
decision
foul
by
demon!
yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Don't tempt me with your
This is it, Stanley.
lies, you foul
Your chance to
demon
redeem
narrator.
yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life.
I'll let your
She's
face
been
back in my
waiting.
life.
That's her, Stanley. You. Oh, no, you can't. Did you just unplug the phone?
Fuck you,
That
asshole.
wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person. I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world.
Wait, what?
Please observe this helpful instructional video.
I don't want to fucking view it. Okay.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Stephen has a choice. He could spend years helping improve the quality of life for citizens of impoverished third world nations. Or he could systematically set fire to every orphan living in a 30-kilometer radius of his house. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, Then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
So, basically any Trump supporter, or even Donald Trump, just turn to them and go, my, is it
Excellent.
4:30 already?
Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
The fuck?
Ah, welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Alright. Why not? Guess I'm going all the way back. They put a gate around it.
Choices are meaningful. We can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all.
Yeah, that
We just need to
definitely
get you
would
home
suck.
as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Oh shit. Well, let's just keep going then, shall we? Let's not let things get too bad. Caution, do not lie. If you are lying right now, stop. Oh, that's funny, actually. I like that. Come on. Go through the
Almost there.
doors.
You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
Sounds like a great
Now
idea.
remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right.
All right.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
It's the only way, you ugly, fat-smelling fathead! No, my way!
Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
Yeah, apparently that's not going to change anymore. Okay, let's just continue doing this and oh boy. Oh.
It's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever. Reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to.
Oh my God, what the fuck happened?
I have to.
What the fuck? Just what the fuck are you doing, narrator? Oh. Well. Okay. What the fuck is...
Oh, I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You. Who thought you were so clever.
I was.
Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child.
I am the world.
My story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard.
Okay, yeah, I gotta go to the left.
Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly.
Well,
and
I guess I
always
gotta go to
putting
the left.
Story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley
You know,
came
by
to
all
a
logic,
set of
those
two
doors should be
open
opening
doors,
from the other
he
side.
entered the door on his left.
They shouldn't be opening outward. Should they? I don't even fucking know. It doesn't look like they should be. Guess I'll go here because there's no other way to do it.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of
The
disbelief,
fuck is
Stanley
happening?
decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
What the fuck happened? I don't even know if I did that right. Holy god damn. I can't even open the broom closet.
Coming to a
I'm
staircase,
blocked off
Stanley
from
walked
this.
upstairs to his
So I
boss's
can't make any
office.
other choice. It just keeps resetting if I choose the wrong thing and there, and I can't make wrong choices here. Executive bathrooms not even have a sign on it. Something's odd. Definitely something odd about all this. What the
Stepping
fuck?
inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked,
Hello?
unraveled,
Hello,
Stanley
hello?
wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work?
Night
There was
Shark
only one way to
115.
find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the
Alright,
courage
well.
to face the unknown. He
was
drew
worth a shot.
sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Night Shark 115. Night Shark 115. Come on, open the door.
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
This game doesn't have microphone connectivity. Why are you asking me to do such a thing? Night Shark 115. See, it doesn't work.
I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
This game doesn't have connectivity to my microphone. What do you want me to do, narrator? Can't do
Okay,
much. Oh my
fine,
god, that
you're not
picture
gonna
is a
do it,
gun held
but
to
you
a
know
panda's
what?
head. I just realized.
It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing for your
And I
respect.
tried.
The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right.
And
you
I
could have
did.
done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward.
Well, that happened. What the fuck?
To a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Stanley? Bro. Stanley?
Stanley? Hello?
Stanley?
Is everything okay? Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice. I need you
Okay.
to walk through
The end.
door. Are you listening?
Thank you for playing Stanley Parable. Well, this is the pretty much what I like to call the official ending.
Stanley, this is
Da 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 da
It
do.
cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose
What's funny is I think the endings I got today both fit with each other very well.
anything. This is more.
The big yarn face, blow some hair on your face and come and sky me again.
Take as much time as you need.
Alright. Well, there's the Stanley Parable. pretty much done everything there is to do. I beat the game. I beat the, what I like to call the real ending, because that was as real as it gets. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, hit that like button down below. If you want to see more of my videos and stay up to date, join the Council of 2000 and subscribe today. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see all you guys in my next video. Bye-bye!